Marvel, what's going on? Catch go at Megiddo. So this is my girl Marvel, as y'all see. I'm finna get ready to hit her with a quick bath. Just doing maintenance stuff. I try to hit them with a bath about once a month. Just at the least about once a month. So getting her ready, her, nutrition, her just exercise, her whole mindset. I plan on breeding her and really making sure, I get everything done to get pups out of this jip. Just what helps out a lot is nutrition. All right, and what makes things effective when you have your dogs, well, me, when I got the dogs, just having a station, having tables, having, things set up for making, the dog life as efficient as I can. So, finna get ready to bathe her. Y'all seen another video where I showed her moving around, just running around, playing and stuff. So, she gets real chill, real, reserved, when she on a tie out or in the kennel. But that's just her personality. But overall, just quick tips. Keep a female happy, keep her, just exercise. All that helps with her getting pregnant and having a nice big litter. Like I said before, you want a female to have big litters, get you a female from big litters. If her mom had 6 to 8, she probably gonna have 6 to 8. If her mom had 10 to 12, she probably gonna have 10 to 12. If her mom had 5 pups, she most likely gonna have 4 or 5 pups somewhere in there. So it's genetics, most likely. But nutrition will play a part in it. All right, so wash her up real quick, that's all. So I always use these type of gloves right here, de-shedding gloves. Get down in there real good. And on this go round, I'm gonna hit her with this right here, New Vet Tea Tree. And just a lot of good stuff in it. Y'all can look it up, Google it, but a lot of good stuff in it. Gonna hit her with that. All right, Marvel. Dogs got different personalities. They got different temperaments and all that good stuff. So all that be coming out when you got your dog. You gotta spend money on them. You got them out there in the kennel. You got them out there on the tie out. We gotta take care of them. And that's why I want the best out of the dog. They better catch something or guard something. Catch something, bark at something. You know what I'm saying? We're taking care of them. We want the best out of them. So I'm gonna let y'all just get her personality, see how she acts and how she move and things like that. All right. So it's my little wash spot. Having a station for everything makes things a lot easier. So when I bring her right here, she already know what's going on. When I put her here, she know what's going on. Whether she, like taking the bath or not, she know what it is. Just getting the dog used to a routine. So just basic stuff. Your four-legged friend. You take care of her, you take care of your four-legged friend, take care of them. I'm gonna want that mother to take care of me. Hence catch guard. All right, so I got a plan breeding with her. Shout out to my guy, you know who you are. Me and him had talked about it. I'm expecting her to come in the heat. I tracked her last heat. She came in right in January. So 6 months later, we right around that 6-month mark coming up. So I'm gonna hit her with a lot of exercise, a lot of attention, a lot of good nutritional food. I'm here with the New Vet, and I'm gonna add a clip in so y'all can see what I'm talking about just watching other videos of zinc right now in my program.
Yes. Well, let me tell you, New Vet also obviously puts in zinc. However, for breeding purposes, my recommendation is to up it. And even if you're feeding raw, one of the things, and it's cheap, guys, always look for the cheap, easy, most natural way of increasing zinc. And you can actually increase zinc and omega-3s, and that's a little can of sardines.
Sardines, baby, yeah. Of people talking about, what to do to get your dog ready for breeding. So she's not in heat now, but I am expecting her to come into heat. All right, let's wash her up real good. So she'll be registered as Robinson's Marvel of Megiddo. I just put of Megiddo because I'll be the, I own her, so I got her from Mr. Lee Robinson. And she's off of Frankie Bump. If you didn't know by now, you know. She's off of Frankie Bump back to his daughter, Banshee. So this is a well-built dog. Good structure, good drive. When I say good drive, she's just aggressive. She's an aggressive dog. If you know aggressive dogs, that's aggressive towards other animals, she's that. Which, she's a working dog, a bulldog. So she can be directed to hog catch, but the way she's bred, she's bred to produce. You know, she's bred to produce. That's why she's inbred. She's a type bred dog. You know, her pedigrees is second to none. There's a lot of good pedigrees out there. So pedigree don't make the dog. And I tell you, this is a hell of a dog. You know, and that brings me to my next point. A lot of people, we all, myself included, got to understand a dog is still flesh and blood. It's like a person or a relationship or your best friend or whoever. A dog gonna have things you don't like about it. Like right now, she got a little tail tuck, but she's not shy or skittish. She reserved. You know, dogs do quirky things when things are uncomfortable for them. So it's like, you know, you got to know how to read a dog and not put so much high expectations on a dog when they just being, you know, animals. Dog got to always be 1,000% confident. Dog got to always have 1,000% of attitude, 1,000% outgoing. Man, you know you ain't grow up like that. You know you ain't like that. We as people ain't like that. So you got to know how to read behaviors, read the animal. So just sharing that tidbit, washing her up real good, sharing that tidbit, and just making the pet life more efficient. You know, you integrate the dog into your life, you got to make that pet life as efficient as we can. So I did breed this her to Bumpy. It didn't take. I only stuck him one time. Like I say, it was a task and I was pressed for time. I was busy working. But this time, I'm gonna do my best to make sure we get her pregnant. We make everything happen. Ain't that right? Ain't that right, girly girl? She ain't run off for nothing. That's good. That's good. Big jip, big jip. She at least about, I ain't weighed her in a while. Last time I weighed her, she was 50 pounds. I know she heavier than that right now. Just on the strength, she heavier than 50 pounds. But yeah, don't put so much high expectations on the dog. The dog still gotta grow up. And I can't stand no stinking ass dog. I don't want no furry dog that's shed everywhere in the house with me. I don't like all that. So I'm clean, she gotta be clean. You know, I'm smooth, she gotta be smooth. If I look good, she gotta look good. So, you know, I put what I put into the dog, and I'm expecting something good out of the dog. Now, I had bought dogs, and they didn't work out, you know. That's part of the game, they say. You buy a dog, it don't work out, but you gotta make a decision on you wanna keep that dog as a pet or not keep it as a pet. And what you breed, like I said before, what you breed is what's gonna come out. Like with Cayenne, I seen Miss Bull raised a litter, well not raised a litter, whelped out a litter with Miss Bull, and her daughter, Cayenne, do the same thing Miss Bull do. So with that being said, this dog, I'm expecting her, whatever she have, to pass her attitude, her character, her temperament, the good and the bad, the quirkiness, the shyness. Like I say, she ain't shy, she just being like she is now, getting this bath. And I'll show y'all how she be when she on the leash and walking. Totally different animal, totally different. You can just tell. But she gonna pass all that on to her offspring. So you gotta match that up. When you matching traits, you ain't just matching colors or build and structure. You gotta know how to match temperaments, attitudes, all that good stuff. So all that play a part in it. It ain't just black and white. It ain't just, it's a lot of gray area. And I learned that from watching the podcast, just like y'all, watching videos, just like y'all, and then you see it in full effect when you got the dog in front of you. And then you learn little things like that. So you make decisions based on what you like, what you don't like. To breed a dog, and then you just gotta learn to enjoy the dog. Like, you know, people say, oh man, I wanna breed this dog to that dog. I wanna breed that dog, and there's gonna be a fire litter right there. Them puppies gonna be whatever fire. You forget to just enjoy the dog that you got. Enjoy the one that you bred. You know, just enjoy her. She a fire dog. The breeding they had that happened to make her was, you know, a good breeding. Now you get the dog, you gotta learn to just enjoy the dog and get the best out of what you can get out of her or out of him. Whether you're gonna use it for hunting, so you gotta teach the dog some basic obedience, just how to, you know, how to roll, walk on a leash, how to interact with other dogs, how to, you know, catch a pig on the ear, how to do whatever you're trying to do with that animal. You know, if you're gonna use it for bite work, you gotta teach them up. Hey, bite a rag, bite a tug. You gotta start young as a pup. And you gotta just build off of it. So when you get the dog, what you gonna do with the animal? What you gonna do with the dog? For me, good companion, good attitude, good structure, look good. I want to look good and perform good. Whatever we gonna do. In my case, they better catch something or guard something. You know what it is. And just prepping her to be bred. I'm gonna go back to what's already in her pedigree. On her bottom side. So I'll break all that down. And the male dog I'm going with is yours. So I wormed her. Gave her some, my worming safeguard, hit her with the worming medicine, expecting her to come in the heat. So you want her to be free of worms and all that good stuff. So just the whole mindset behind everything. Marvel. So I know y'all wondering, well, dang, what you gonna breed her to? What you gonna take her to? What you gonna take her to? So I'll go ahead and make that known right now that I'm planning on taking her to. She already 2-time Frankie Bump. She's inbred. Her bottom side is basically Red Boy Jocko with Jeep in there, but her bottom side is inbred. Her mother, you'll see the pedigree. Breaking all this stuff down for y'all. First thing I ask, what's the pedigree like? You see the dog, damn it. What the ped like? What the ped like? That's for the pedigree people. But some folks, believe it or not, they just want a real deal, authentic pit bull. They just like well-bred, well-built pit bulls, and they know they're getting a real one, with the paperwork and all that. Sometimes, that be most important to people. They want a legit, documented, registered dog. And some folks be making it hard for people to get that. So that's my whole thing. I ain't making it hard for nobody. Be patient with me. I'm gonna get you the paperwork on that last litter with Bumpy into Trina. So don't worry about it. Like I said, I'm gonna send it out to you. It's coming. And I just make sure from here on out, I just make sure I had the paperwork already ready. But sometimes things happen with pups, and you get the paperwork, and then something happen with the pup. The person don't want the puppy or something. But nonetheless, I'll make sure from here on out I have the paperwork already ready. So when you get the pup, you got the paperwork at the same time, and I ain't gotta send it out to you. All right, I know she's ready to stop. Marvel. And sardines good. Sardines, that new vet vitamins, got a lot of good stuff in there to help with getting the female ready to be bred. Sardines, the omega-3s and all that. If you want to do some raw toppers, just know what you're doing as far as just even want to add some cooked toppers. But like ground beef or chicken or whatever you want to add. Yo, Cork, get behind. What you got going? What you got going? Come here. She don't know what to do. She like, you gonna play or you gonna drive me off? So I ain't trying to get her used to me playing with her behind with this. All right, but like I said, that's Marvel. Y'all already know where we at. We out here in the country. But basically, yeah, she gonna go to this male dog right here. I'm gonna insert this boy dog in. Y'all can check this boy out. So when Marvel come in the heat, the plan is to take her to this boy right here. Well-built dog, very structured. He already won a show, a confirmation show, and he just a bulldog. So, and he do got great temperament. The boy dog is good with good with kids and all that. So his temperament. If Marvel say she quirky, which you see how she is, she's straight. Like I say, she do get quirky when she just in some funny environments, like washing her, bathing her, doing something she really just don't like. She get that reserve thing going. But that's why you gotta know the boy dog you taking her to. With they got commonality, so it's gonna be, some similar bloodlines. Only thing different gonna be is the Sorrels. Only difference gonna be is the Sorrels. So it'll be basically a Sorrels Jeep Red Boy Jocko. But you'll see how I was bred with, but that's basically what it is. Sorrels Jeep Red Boy Jocko. And you might see some just similar stuff coming from different families. They're gonna be some big dogs, they're gonna be some structured dogs. They're gonna be what they're gonna be. What you scratching for? I just bathed you. See, some folks may think, oh, the dog got something. I don't know, she may not just like that collar. Hey, what you scratching for? Clean yourself? All right, then, come on. Got one more last good shot.